I'm here at Pinnacle Crag just outside of Inverness, and in this short video I'm going to show you the technique for a self-protected abseil. It's an essential skill for all climbers. You may need it when you need to access a crag from above, retreating off a route, or it might be the safest descent off your climb at the end of the day. For a self-protected abseil you'll need some trad equipment. These are all pieces that I have on my harness anyway for any given climbing day, so if I need to abseil I can set up and I'm ready to go. First thing, a belay plate with a HMS carabiner, a 120cm sling with a locking carabiner, a prussick loop 5mm or 6mm in diameter with a loop length no longer than your forearm with a locking carabiner. Okay, now for the setup. So I need to set myself up a lanyard, and I'm doing this being quite mindful of where the edges are. I take my 120 sling, open it out. I need to thread it through my belay loop in a lark's foot knot. You need to be careful of the bar tacked end of the sling because it can sometimes get in the way. So I've put mine right at the end there, so it's not going to be a problem for me. Next, I need to add a knot, a hand span away from my harness, so about there. Just an overhand knot. And then that's my lanyard with my locking carabiner ready to go. So I can use this to approach the anchor, clip myself in, and I'm safe to sort out for my abseil. Next, I take my HMS and my belay plate and I clip it up to the knot I've created as an extension on this lanyard. So it should look like that when it's loaded. I can take the ropes now, and making sure I put both ends through the carabiner and do it up. And I've just pulled the slack through there to make sure everything's clipped through. Last thing I need to do is add my prussick cord into the system. This acts as a backup for me in case, for whatever reason, I end up having to let go of the ropes, and it will just hold me in the eventuality of that. So we need to make a French prussick below the belay device, which involves making some wraps. 1, 2, 3, 3.5 or 4, depending on your rope thickness. Clip those back through, and then that clips in to your belay loop. Doing it up like that. Great. So at this point, before I just head off in a rush, I need to double check everything in my system is fine before I commit to the abseil. So I check my prussick, it can still slide and it's biting on the rope. I check my belay plate, screw gate's done up, and both ropes are captured behind that carabiner. At this stage now I can remove my lanyard from the anchor point and clip it to the ropes above me, and that should just follow me down as I go down. This system setup for abseiling is nice and clean and tidy, and it has lots of benefits. We've extended our belay plate away from ourselves, so I'm much less hunched over when I'm on my abseil. Secondly, this extension prevents this prussick loop butting up against the plate and then releasing you and actually becoming quite a dangerous situation for you at the crag. In addition, if I've got a series of multiple abseils, I can quite quickly get to the next anchor point, make myself safe and set up and go again, and save lots of time on a descent.